Another story we've been covering today, more police resources are to be mobilized to fight crime in rural areas. Police Minister Bheki Cele has launched a new strategy to increase community safety. He was in Limpopo today, accompanied by the National Police Commissioner and provincial commissioners. For more, we're joined via Skype by our reporter, Mike Maringa. Mike, you're on the line. In fact, thank you very much. Just give us the background here. Is there a sense, we've seen crime stats coming out recently, that rural communities are particularly vulnerable?
Good evening to you and good evening to our viewers. Let me first indicate that this is a revised strategy. According to Minister Bheki Cele, the strategy started as early as during President Mandela's era, but they are now trying to intensify it because you have seen that in the recent past there were a lot of gender-based violence incidents that were reported in various areas of the country. And also with the recent release of the crime stats, we have seen an increase in stock theft, mostly in the rural areas. So this strategy is mainly to deal with the most vast and rural areas. We are talking about places like Limpopo, where the strategy was launched today. We are talking about Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal and Northwest, where they are still experiencing stock theft in a very large scale. So what they are basically saying is that they are going to discharge resources to all these affected areas to see that people who rely on livestock for living are taken care of and they reduce the crime levels in those respective provinces.
So farming communities are part of this. We know sometimes farmers are vulnerable. There's been calls for more attention on that, but farm workers as well, Mike.
You are correct. Minister Bheki Cele and the commissioner, together with all the 9 provincial commissioners, started their visit today in 2 farms in and around Makhado. What they were doing there was to ensure farmers that they are working hand in glove with them. There's been a lot of cases that were reported in farms, farm attacks, farm murders. So what they're basically saying is that they want to strengthen the relationship between communities, community policing forums, and also to open channels for farmers to be able to report crime, and that will be attended to in a very short space of time, so that they will be able to apprehend perpetrators of violence against farmers as well. So this strategy seems to be broad. It will cover a lot of other things, like I've alluded that gender-based violence is also amongst the crime that they are looking at. Minister Cele also specified the fact that in most rural communities, when there's rape or assault, the community leaders will sit with the 2 parties involved, and they will resolve that one must pay the other. It could be in the form of a goat, slaughtering a goat, or giving them a cattle or so. But what they are saying now is that no such incident must end in traditional courts. All these matters must end before the magistrate, so that those who are responsible can get the necessary punishment.
All right. Thank you very much, the SABC's Mike Maringa. We'll take a short break and then we'll talk about the former president's standing trial for arms deal-related alleged crimes.